as if to... Oh, he's gone! Schumacher's gone! He went up the inside of the southern loop. He had the spin, he's kept it going, and he should drive out of this, but that'll be the motor race.
And unfortunately, it's just come unstuck, so you can see he's tried to incentivise himself to get a really good run. He got the nose in there, but just got crossed up. Probably tried to avoid contact, to be fair, so...
Schumacher sends it way too deep, though. Off on the escape road, the concrete on the outside, but he's still going to try and wrestle the race lead away from the Ferrari. Talbot gets down the inside, curb used, mirrors flying, expensive early, and there's no quarter given by Elliott Shute, making his presence felt. Schumacher scoots away in front, Talbot and Shute still boxing on the run up the back straight.
There's a miracle and plenty of pace, unfortunately. In these conditions, and the gap now, sort of like you touched on, has just yo-yoed back out to 1.5 seconds. And Elliott Shute now within striking distance, 3 seconds behind Paul Lucchini. And look at the...
And it's going to happen right at the end of this with 3 minutes to go. Oh, around goes Brooks on the exit of turn 3, all on his own. You just have to wait and give way for Rene Gracie and Mark Rosser. So all that hard work, he was.
That's Wyatt in the Ferrari up into second position. Lucchini taking over from Ojeda and Tim Miles taking over from Brendan Leach. But I'm a bit perplexed that number 7 Audi should have jumped the 66 Mercedes, given that they didn't have any extra time in the pit stop.
Yeah, and really costly for Elliott Shute as well. He's down in 6th position, so he's actually lost a spot through all of that scenario.
So that's been costly for Mike.
Here we go, we've got a replay, and he's dropped it into turn 1. So high speed into turn 1 in these cars, and I mean, there'd be very minimal damage on that car. It's just going to be a case of towing it out and getting back in the race.
Now, this will be a tasty fight. The Audi in between the 2 Ferraris with some fast steerers behind the wheel.
To the lead, through the right hander goes the Ferrari.
Here goes Elliott. Great run through turn 5. Out braking at turn 6, but he goes too wide. Miles is going to have an opportunity here and retakes the spot up the inside. Elliott out in the marbles and sideways and wide.
That might be enough. 3 minutes to go. Tim might be safe. Tim might be safe. I reckon it got out in the dirty stuff.
They needed 2 cars off. Oh, including the AM class leader. So Garth Walden's involved in that.
I think of youth versus experience between Evans and Jamie Day.
Bit of local knowledge perhaps there as well. Ryan having the faith that, yep, you can send it down the Armco on the inside at Sandown.
And look who's next in the queue, Crailsey. It's Brock Feeney. So Jamie Day back from the lead to 3rd, and he's going to have to try and cover Brock Feeney, but the pace differential just on that last lap alone is actually showing plenty of pace in these mixed conditions. So if you just joined us, everyone changed to wet weather tyres on the grid, and we had a bit of a downpour after all the cars arrived on the track. And that's a bit of a moment there for Lee, and he's just been able to keep it on the track, but this has been a good restart for Ojeda, as it looks like Jackson Evans is going to get the switchback on Brock Feeney. Once again, Brock just really struggling at the start of these restarts. So
and now it plays out. The AM drivers at work. Tim Miles is always one of the quicker AMs in this Pro-Am field, so I'm interested to see what he can do with Paul Lucchini and Stephen Wyatt in front. These are these 2 cars on screen. They're 2nd and 3rd on the road. Brad Schumacher is 5 seconds behind Miles, 4th and 5th position. Elliott Shute another.
Fanatec GT World Challenge Australia. The Ferrari picks up where it left off and charges up towards turn number 2. Stokel 2nd. Miles runs in 3rd ahead of Grove. Elliott Shute. Woodman now behind the wheel of car number 16 that he shares with Ben Schutz. The 888 car of Peter Hackett making the move in the Red Hot Couriers entry. The 888
was just as you were talking about him.
Speaking of, I was going to make the point that he doesn't do this full time. He runs the business, runs the race team, but
now this has been a trouble spot for this car. We know that. Sparks again flying. So it gets awkward across the curbing, out of our shot, and I reckon that's when it's then continued on into the grass.
Now, he's not the first person to do that in this session. I saw those Visit Victoria signs, the
So into Dandenong Road, once again grabs the curb and spins round, and it's like he's just tried to get it going. And, oh, that was close with Jordan Love. And can he get that thing out of there and maybe back it up? Not sure. That's a really Pro-Am class. Now back to our race leader, Liam Talbot. And Brad Schumacher really keeping him honest, isn't he? It's sort of within 1.5 seconds there.
Sort of yo-yoing every lap. And I think some of it depended on traffic too, and who gets the traffic where. The car in second can close up, and then Talbot clears them, and Schumacher has to deal with it. The other evolving storyline is that Elliott Chute is taking gobfuls of time out of Paul Lucchini for 3rd and 4th place. So it was 15 seconds. It's now 7.5. I think it's come up on our timing screen from Motorsport Australia Race Control, the race director James Taylor, and our driving standards chief Craig Baird for this category, that they've noted a restart procedure issue. Car 268. Now that's the race leading ACM Finance Audi R8.
You've got to be kidding, Crailsey.
Yeah.
Not another.
I'm not kidding. That's exactly what
That leads on the first lap.
Liam Talbot already on that colder tyre. Not afraid to push. Someone's gone around at 4. Luckily, everyone avoids it.
Mark Rosson just looks like he was trying to go down the inside there, and I don't know whether he's just maybe clipped the rear right of the car he was trying to pass, but thankfully no damage back in the race, and it's still 3 out. Oh, we've actually got a puncture, it looks like.
in the middle of the pack in that pink and blue and white Audi. He squeezes down the inside. The Aston Martin squeezing back. Everyone checking up and backwards. Is the Superbarn car off the road? Is one of the Mercedes AMGs. The Harold's car off as well. Stranded is the 47 of Theo Konduras. He gets it fired up.